Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to our deep dive into the life of one of history's most legendary figures, Alexander the Great. Join us as we explore some important sections related to his life. Alexander the Great was born in 356 BC in Pella, the ancient capital of Macedonia. His father, King Philip II, was a formidable ruler and military leader, and his mother, Queen Olympias, was known for her intelligence and strong will. From a young age, Alexander was groomed for leadership and greatness. Alexander's education was unparalleled for his time. At the age of 13, he became a student of Aristotle, one of the greatest philosophers in history. Under Aristotle's guidance, Alexander learned a wide array of subjects, from philosophy and science to literature and politics. This education not only broadened his knowledge, but also shaped his strategic thinking and leadership skills. Alexander's rise to power began at the age of 20, following the assassination of his father, Philip II. Ascending to the throne, Alexander quickly consolidated his power by quelling rebellions and securing his kingdom's borders. His ambition knew no bounds. In 334 BC, Alexander launched his campaign against the Persian Empire, one of the most powerful empires of the time. With a determined and well-trained army, he crossed into Asia Minor, marking the beginning of his legendary conquests. Alexander's military brilliance was evident in his innovative strategies and tactics. He was a master of battlefield dynamics, often using the phalanx formation combined with cavalry charges to outmaneuver and overwhelm his enemies. His ability to inspire and lead his troops was unparalleled. He fought alongside his men, shared their hardships, and led by example, earning their unwavering loyalty and respect. Battle of Granicus, 334 BC. Alexander's first major battle against the Persian Empire was the Battle of Granicus. In May 334 BC, Alexander's army faced the Persian satraps, governors, of Asia Minor at the river Granicus. Despite the Persians' numerical superiority and their strong defensive position, Alexander's tactical brilliance and the courage of his Macedonian phalanx secured a decisive victory. This battle opened the gateway to Asia Minor and set the tone for Alexander's subsequent conquests. Siege of Halicarnassus. Following his victory at Granicus, Alexander moved south to the fortified city of Halicarnassus. The city was heavily defended by Persian forces and Greek mercenaries. Alexander's forces laid siege to the city, employing innovative siege tactics and machinery. After a prolonged and fierce battle, Alexander's army breached the city walls, forcing the defenders to flee. The fall of Halicarnassus further weakened Persian control over Asia Minor's. Siege of Tyre, 332 BC. Tyre, a heavily fortified island city, posed a significant challenge for Alexander. The siege lasted for 7 months, during which Alexander constructed a causeway to reach the island. His determination and engineering prowess eventually overcame Tyre's formidable defenses. The fall of Tyre secured Alexander's control over the eastern Mediterranean coast and demonstrated his relentless pursuit of victory. Battle of the Persian Gate, 330 BC. One of the most challenging encounters during Alexander the Great's conquest of the Persian Empire was the Battle of the Persian Gate. This battle, fought in the winter of 330 BC, was crucial in Alexander's quest to capture the heart of Persia. The Persian Gate was a narrow mountain pass in the Zagros Mountains, located near the modern city of Yasuj in Iran. This pass was a vital route leading to the Persian heartland, particularly to the rich city of Persepolis. Controlling this pass was essential for Alexander's campaign, as it was a natural defensive position that could halt his advance. To defend this critical position, the Persian satrap Ariobarzanes gathered a force of approximately 700 Persian soldiers, including local troops familiar with the terrain. The narrowness of the pass meant that even a small force could effectively block a larger army. Ariobarzanes set up fortifications and prepared ambushes, utilizing the terrain to his advantage. After capturing the major Persian cities of Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis, Alexander was determined to continue his pursuit of Darius III. His army, though experienced and battle-hardened, faced the daunting task of navigating the difficult terrain of the Zagros Mountains in winter conditions. Alexander's scouts warned him of the Persian defenses, but he knew that taking the Persian Gate was essential to maintain his momentum. As Alexander's forces approached the Persian Gate, they were met with fierce resistance. The narrow pass limited the effectiveness of the Macedonian phalanx, and the Persians, using their intimate knowledge of the terrain, launched ambushes from the heights above. Rolling boulders and surprise attacks caused significant casualties among Alexander's troops. Recognizing the difficulty of a frontal assault, Alexander devised a plan to outflank the Persian defenders. He dispatched a detachment of troops led by Philotas to find a route around the Persian positions. Using local guides, this force navigated a narrow and treacherous mountain path to get behind the Persian defenses. After a grueling journey, Philotas's detachment reached a position behind the Persian defenses. At dawn, they launched a surprise attack on the rear of Ariobarzanes' forces. Simultaneously, Alexander renewed his frontal assault. Caught between two attacking forces, the Persian defenders were overwhelmed. The defeat at the Persian Gate marked a turning point in Alexander's campaign. With the pass secured, Alexander had a clear route to Persepolis. The capture of Persepolis shortly thereafter symbolized the fall of the Persian Empire and the consolidation of Alexander's control over Persia. The Battle of the Persian Gate is often compared to the Battle of Thermopylae, where a small Greek force defended a narrow pass against a much larger Persian army nearly 150 years earlier. Both battles highlighted the strategic importance of terrain and the bravery of outnumbered defenders. For Alexander, the victory at the Persian Gate demonstrated his adaptability and strategic genius, further cementing his legacy as one of history's greatest military leaders. Beyond struggles and challenges. Despite his successes, Alexander faced numerous struggles and challenges. His relentless pursuit of conquest took a toll on his troops, leading to discontent and mutiny. The harsh climates and tough terrains of his campaigns also posed significant obstacles. His ambition also brought him into conflict with his own men and generals, leading to internal strife and political intrigues. Alexander's greatness lies not only in his military conquests, but also in his cultural impact. He promoted the spread of Greek culture, language, and ideas throughout his empire, a period known as the Hellenistic era. This cultural diffusion had a lasting impact on the regions he conquered. His legacy also includes the many cities he founded, which became centers of trade, culture, and learning. The city of Alexandria in Egypt remains a testament to his vision and enduring influence. After years of relentless campaigning, Alexander's army reached the limits of its endurance. Facing mutiny and the challenges of governance, Alexander turned back to Babylon. He spent his final years consolidating his empire, planning further expansions, and integrating diverse cultures within his realm. In 323 BC, at the age of 32, Alexander fell ill and died in Babylon, leaving behind an empire that stretched from Greece to India. His death marked the end of an era, and his empire soon fragmented into several Hellenistic kingdoms ruled by his generals. Despite this, his legacy lived on, influencing countless generations and shaping the course of history. Alexander the Great's life was a testament to his extraordinary ambition, military genius, and visionary leadership. His conquest changed the world, leaving an indelible mark on history. Alexander the Great's conquests were not just about expanding territory. They also brought about significant cultural changes across the regions he conquered. His legacy includes the widespread dissemination of Greek culture, a process known as Hellenization, which profoundly influenced the ancient world. One of Alexander's key strategies for spreading Greek culture was the foundation of cities throughout his empire. These cities, often named Alexandria, served as administrative centers and hubs of Greek culture. The most famous of these is Alexandria in Egypt, which became a major center of learning and commerce. Greek became the lingua franca across Alexander's empire, facilitating communication and administration over vast and diverse territories. This common language allowed for the exchange of ideas, trade, and cultural interactions among different peoples. Greek art and architecture flourished in the cities founded by Alexander. Greek-style theaters, temples, and public buildings were constructed, blending with local architectural traditions. This fusion created unique styles that reflected both Greek and indigenous influences. Alexander's conquest led to the establishment of educational institutions that promoted Greek philosophy, science, and literature. The Library of Alexandria, for example, became the most famous repository of knowledge in the ancient world, attracting scholars from various regions. Religious syncretism, the blending of Greek and local religious practices, was another significant aspect of cultural change. Alexander often respected and adopted local customs and deities, which helped integrate Greek and local cultures. This respect for local traditions helped maintain stability and loyalty among conquered peoples. Alexander introduced Greek military and administrative practices across his empire. Greek-style military organization, training, and tactics were adopted by local forces. Administratively, Alexander appointed both Greeks and locals to govern different regions, promoting a blend of Greek and local governance. To further integrate Greek and local cultures, Alexander encouraged intermarriage between his soldiers and local women. The mass marriage at Susa in 324 BC, where Alexander and many of his officers married Persian noblewomen, symbolized this policy of integration and cultural blending. After Alexander's death, his empire was divided among his generals, known as the Diadochi. These successor kingdoms, such as the Seleucid Empire and Ptolemaic Egypt, continued to promote Hellenization. The blending of Greek and local cultures persisted, creating a lasting legacy that influenced subsequent civilizations. Alexander's conquest opened up new trade routes and facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies across Europe, Asia, and Africa. This increased interaction led to a rich cultural exchange that shaped the development of the ancient world and laid the foundations for the Hellenistic age. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content like this. Stay tuned for our next exploration about Napoleon.